Good morning and welcome to our class. Today we'll be looking at order taking and billing procedures. This is a a topic under the unit Fundamentals of Hotel Operations in Diploma Module 2 in Tourism. So we begin by looking at the introduction and we'll look at what order taking is. Basically, it's the process where we receive or record guest requests for food or beverage when they visit our establishments, be it a hotel, be it a restaurant or a bar. So it usually happens within the dining areas and it involves capturing details from the client, their guest name, and the specific items that they need to request or to order. So you then communicate the order to the respective department, like for example, if it is the kitchen who is producing the item or the bar that's serving the drink, you communicate it to them. So the procedure is as follows. We have the waiter presenting the menu to the guest, or in other establishments, the menus are always on the table. So the waiter will will greet the person, maybe offer them a glass of water as they wait for them to give the order or place it. And then after giving them some time, they'll approach the table with a smile and request to take the client's order. Where the client is not conversant with the menu or they don't know the menu items, they can explain it and tell them about the day's special offers or the chef's menu that is for the particular day. And then you make suggestions where the person may be undecided. And then you note down the number of the guests and the items that they order in the sequential manner, mostly corresponding with the way they are seated, and you put it down on the order pad that the waiter or the waitress usually carries it. And then after taking all the orders from the guest, depending on the number, you repeat the order back to be sure that they're ordering exactly what they want. And then the guest is able to confirm whatever they have ordered for. And after acknowledging it, the waiter now or the waitress will thank the guest and then collect all the menus and proceed to billing it or inputting it in the curtain order or the point of sale system. So next is billing after the guests have eaten their meals. Now it's time for them to be presented with their bill. And basically, a bill is a document that will show them the number of items that have been sold to them and the price of each item, the total value of the food that has been served at a particular table. So we make it after or we transfer it from an order pad that we did to a captain's order for the bill now to be presented. Or for those that have the electronic point of sale system, you go and you can extract it from the system before you present it to the guest. So the procedure is that you transfer all the information from the order ticket to the bill, and during the service you don't usually make the final or you don't print it in between until they have finished the items for us to have room to add more items into the bill. So when the guest is ready to leave, they ask for their bill and the waitress or the waiter will present it in will give the total first. Where the cashier is there, they'll take all the bill, the receipts for the items they've sold, or for the electronic point of sale system, it just generates the items from the particular waitress after they have logged in. So after confirming the prices are correct, you present the bill to the guest, either in a bill folder that are usually made of leather or in a glass or in a half plate or a side plate, depending on the institution and how they present their bills. And then you allow the guest to pay via cash or the M-Pesa or credit card or any other method of payment that the establishment has agreed to have. And then after the guest has paid, if it is for the M-Pesa, some of them take the M-Pesa code or the transaction number and then they note it down on top of the receipt. So they issue one receipt to the person, and the other receipt goes back to the cashier. So where there is cash, that is the person pays in cash, you return the receipts and the balance, if it is there, to the guest. And then within this whole process, we have the attributes of these personnel that are dealing with the food and beverage sales. So we have the attributes that they should have. They should be professional and hygienic, having a bath, being clean, having good clothes, being well groomed with the hair being neatly made, makeup applied sparingly, and having the correct shoe and the correct equipment or the service towel on the side. So they should be professional with their name tags and the uniform that the establishment has provided. The other attribute is knowledge of food and drink. They must be knowledgeable about what is being sold in the establishment, from the day's menu to specific offers that are in place. They should be able to advise the customer where they are unwilling or they are not decided to purchase any drink or food. So the other attribute is punctuality, being there on time to do the preparations prior to the service, after the service, the clearance. So they should be there on time and always available to serve the guest. And then the local knowledge now is of any other special activity that the person may take part in. Like, for example, we have hotels that have other facilities or other services like entertainment, gaming. So you can recommend it to the person maybe after their meal so that they can take it or participate in the activity. They also are supposed to be honest. So we have honesty, being honest in the sense that they are writing the correct orders, the correct charges for the meals, and not hiding bills or hiding charges for the sake of soliciting money or extorting the customer at the end of the sales. And then we have sales ability. They must be able to negotiate, agree to disagree, be patient with the person who is purchasing for them to be able to close the sale effectively. We need to have a win-win situation where the hotel or the restaurant wins by selling the product, and on the other side, the customer is happy that their bill or their order was taken correctly and the service went on well and the process was smooth. So all these are attributes, among others, of food and beverage personnel. That's the end, and have a good day.